purpose of this video is just to address the third and final foreclosure notice in the state of Washington, which is called the Notice of Trustee's Sale. I have another video posted that's called the Washington Foreclosure Timeline. This walks you through what you can expect from start to finish. So if you are somebody who wants to know like what's going to happen from the moment I miss a payment all the way to when they potentially try to take my home, watch the foreclosure timeline video. This video is just addressing that third foreclosure notice, which is the Notice of Trustee's Sale. So if you get a Notice of Trustee's Sale, you will have received the first notice, which is called a NOPO, or Notice of Pre-Foreclosure Options. You will have received a second notice called a Notice of Default, which may make you eligible for mediation. Watch the other videos about that. If you do nothing, at some point you will receive a Notice of Trustee's Sale. This document will be taped to your door. It will be issued by a trustee or a foreclosure attorney's office in Washington. There are some main ones that work in Washington, and their names are listed below this video. The Notice of Trustee's Sale will set an auction date on your home. So this is the final notice that you will receive telling you when the bank is going to take your home. It will have on the first page the date and the time and the place that they're going to sell your home. So it will say something like, on June 16th, 2021, your home will be auctioned at 9 a.m. And then they'll typically say on the county courthouse steps or something like that. When you get the Notice of Trustee's Sale, the minimum amount of time that they can auction the home is 4 months or 120 days. So once you get that NOTS, that Notice of Trustee's Sale, you can expect that 4 months, 120 days from when you get that is going to be your auction date. They can't set it sooner. So it's not going to be a situation where you get a Notice of Trustee's Sale and then the next day they come and take your home. They have to give you a minimum of 120 days. However, when you get that notice, you won't receive any more notices. They're not going to continue to remind you. So this is kind of really the final point, meaning you're 120 days away from an auction. You really want to get going on getting some assistance, figuring out what you need to do, figuring out if you want to do a loss mitigation application, apply for a loan mod, sell the home, whatever your goals are. If you have gotten to this point and you've got a Notice of Trustee's Sale, call for help at this point and make sure you talk to someone about your options, because once you get closer and closer and closer to the auction date, doing things like loan modifications and repayment plans become harder and harder because you're kind of pressed up against this auction date. If you do nothing and 120 days run and your sale doesn't get postponed and they foreclose, you then have 20 days to move before either the new buyer or the bank will be able to issue eviction paperwork.